Oh, so sad. Hey, no excuses. How's it going? How are you? Sorry, sitting here looking at Instagram. How's it going? Wow. I look orange like an Oompa Loompa for some reason. Not cool. Hey, CPO. Hey, Shannon. Long week. I'll tell you guys. I'll fill you all in. Sorry, guys. I'm eating these little peppermint candies because I have a headache and it's supposed to help. Peppermint's supposed to help with headaches. Hey, Kim, what's happening? Kim, Shannon, CPO, how are you guys doing? Do you guys use this stuff? Can you see it? Hemp's. Only lotion I'll ever use. Love it. Oh, good. No excuse. I see. I'm glad someone else does that. I usually do like sugar-free, but hey, Miss Astrology, what's happening? Oh, wow. Today's election time in Australia. Wow. Good for you guys. I wish it were here. The only problem with these, I don't like them as much as the Starburst peppermint candies, you know, the hard ones, because these just like melt in your mouth. Kind of annoying. What's everybody doing this weekend? I know I want all the sugar and caffeine. I'm a bad nurse, bad example. Nothing wrong with that, girl. I'm trying to get off of caffeine because I started drinking Diet Pepsi again. And for like, excuse me, for like 2 years, I was completely off of soda. Somehow I'm addicted again. But I just ordered this, my sister sent me this thing and she was like, excuse me, you guys, I'm sorry. Hey, Natalie, what's happening, mama? My sister sent me this thing and it was like, it's called Circle, CIRCULK, where you pick like your cup. So I got like a stainless steel cup and then you get these little like tubes and you can pick which flavors you like. So like I'm addicted to, as you can probably tell, Sonic's Diet Cherry Limeade. And they have a Diet Cherry Limeade one. And you put it in your cup, and then depending on how much you put in, if you make it like really saturated or just a little bit, that depends on how long your little, I don't know, packet things last. So I ordered mine. I'm excited. I can't wait to get it because I need to get back to like just drinking water, you know. Be careful with diet drinks with headaches, the aspartame. Yep, I get you. I there's no doubt in my mind that these stupid Diet Pepsis are probably enabling. You know, it's the same thing when I eat, like if I eat something that's like artificial, or if I'm not watching what I eat and I'm eating crappy food, I have more headaches. And, you know, I have Chiari anyway, so, you know, I'm prone to those, like, really nasty headaches anyway. So then you add all this other crap on top of it, you know, that's my own freaking stupidity that, you know, not eating healthy and being a dumbass. That's my stupidity. I like mango Pepsi. Ooh. I really like mango and I really like Diet Pepsi, so that might be really, really yummy. I ordered one too. We need to compare. Oh, good. I got the Diet Cherry Limeade. It's not called Diet. It's just called Cherry Limeade. It doesn't have sugar in it. And then I got Tangerine. And I think like citrus or something. So I can't wait to get it, you know, to try it out because, you know, like I said, I had stopped sodas and I was so good. Like I was drinking water. That's all I was drinking. I wasn't drinking any kind of tea. I don't do coffee. Can't stand the shit. So I wasn't drinking any kind of tea or anything. No caffeine in my body whatsoever. And I felt so much better. So, excuse me, you guys. So yeah. Busy day, you guys. Busy week. It's been like, I didn't have internet. You guys, I needed to get this video out. I haven't had internet. I'm just happy that I have internet today for right now. We have Verizon. You guys. So we had literally just gotten a new, what the hell do you call it? Modem, right? Modem. We had literally just gotten a new modem, like probably maybe 3 months ago, if it was even that long ago. And apparently it started with my son was trying to print stuff for his job. You know, he works from home, so he was trying to print stuff on his printer and it wasn't working. And he's like, what the heck? And that's how it started. And then by the next day, internet was gone and my husband was pissed. He doesn't get really pissed very easily, but he was pissed. He was like, this is freaking ridiculous. The amount of money we pay for this high-speed internet. Oh, so let me back up. So for probably the last 2 weeks, our internet service has been horrible. So he contacted Verizon and he said, are we like sharing Verizon, like the feed or whatever with people in our neighborhood? And he was like, oh, no. But they couldn't tell us. They said, oh, well, it looks like everything's working. They couldn't tell us why it wasn't working. And, you know, my husband's a freaking network engineer. You know, he knows how to fix that kind of crap. And he did everything from our end, and he couldn't get it to work. So he called him, and after getting, you know, passed around a million times, you know, they ran some checks, and then they said, oh, I think it's your modem. So we had to get in the car, drive like a half an hour away to go get a modem from this stupid Verizon store. You guys had the weirdest sodas. When I lived in the States, I tried Dr. Pepper. You don't like Dr. Pepper? You know what's in Dr. Pepper? And I just went blank. Never mind. Dates? Is it dates? I don't know. Something like that. I used to drink a pot of coffee a day. Now just go. Oh, wow. Good for you, Kim. Holy crap. Mercury is in retrograde. Expect some technical and communication snafus. Ugh. It's affecting. It's affecting this house. I can tell you it's affecting this house. Hey, Ken, welcome. Sorry, I came on early. So listen to this, you guys. I asked hubby earlier. I'm like, are you going to run and get us something to eat? And he was like, no, I'll do it later. So then it was time for me to get online, and he was outside dicking around with the truck. And I was like, yo, hello. And he was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was that late. He just lost track of time. So anyway, so he got me set up, and I was like, I'm just going to go live now. Yeah. It's astrology. I'm a Capricorn with the moon in Gemini, and then I have Capricorn in my chart 4 more times. Is that weird? Let's see. It's a good combo. 5 planets in any sign is called a stellium. See, I could learn a lot from you, Miss Astrology. I always say this. I'm a bad psychic. I don't know anything about astrology, astronomy. I'm not good with any of that stuff. I need y'all's prayers. I have post-COVID syndrome with possible heart failure. Oh my God. I had it 3 times and was working in the mess. They also found a nodule in my thyroid, which has been destroying itself. Oh no. Oh my gosh, you're definitely in my prayers. Holy crap. Oh my God, that sucks. Yeah, you have to let us know what's going on. You should email me and let me know what's going on. victoriapaxton.psychic@gmail.com. You should let me know what's going on. I dread to think what's in Dr. Pepper. You guys, it's not dates, it's something that causes loose bowels. Seriously. I can't for the life of me think of what it is. I don't know. Hey, Festus's mom, how are you? Hey, Tara, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. I saw her, Ken. I recognized her name. Yeah, please do no excuses. I really want to know what's going on. No doubt. Prunes, that's it. Thank you. I was picturing prunes in my head, but I was saying dates. Sorry. Prunes. Yeah, you guys are right. And the only reason why I know that is because when I had all the back-to-back brain surgeries, you know, that all the medication and the anesthesia and everything, you know, it just makes you like, so your system's so screwed up. And so my neurosurgeon was like, once I got out of the hospital and I was home, my husband contacted her and said, look, she's having a few problems here in the bathroom aspect. And she was like, try Dr. Pepper. Make her drink Dr. Pepper a couple times a day. I did that. It didn't help. I was like literally a half an hour away from being put back into the freaking hospital because of it. And my neurosurgeon suggested this witch hazel and like all this natural stuff, and that did the trick. So, yay. That was a horrible time though. It's disgusting. I thought it was cool. See, I don't mind Dr. Pepper. It's not my favorite. Like, I would pick root beer over Dr. Pepper any day. But I can handle it. I know it's your friend Tara. I saw her when she came on. I remembered her. Nothing wrong with that kid. So yeah, you guys, so finally I have internet. I was so pissed. Like, you know, hubby was like, because he couldn't work, our son couldn't work, so it didn't completely go out until the last day, but it kept like you know, it would spool or whatever, and then I was like, great, our internet's down again. But it would come back, you know, but then until it didn't. It's a pain in the butt, you guys. Dr. Pepper, what's the worst that could happen, is what they say. Yeah, right? Right? That's a good one, Ken. I went to high school with a girl who used to heat Dr. Pepper in a pan and drink it like coffee. That doesn't even sound good to me. That sounds so disgusting. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, that sounds gross. Yeah, it doesn't even sound good. So yeah, so we were supposed to go over to my friend's that she's more like a sister to me that lost her husband. We were supposed to go over there tomorrow, but she's going to a graduation party, and then on Sunday is her mom's birthday party with family. So next weekend, which is Memorial Day weekend, we're gonna go out and power wash her deck and her house. And then my husband's gonna start restaining her deck. So, you know, she's like, oh, I don't want to burden you guys. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you know, my husband is, you know, we have friends that are widows, and he always says, like, you know, if someone's husband dies, it's our job to take care of them. So that's what we're doing. We're taking care of her. We would have anyway. She's family, you know. She's, like I said, she was, you know, her mom and dad were like second set of parents to me, and she was always like a big sister. But I feel so bad for you guys. And then, okay, I want to get y'all's opinion on this. You guys have to give me your opinion on this, okay? All right, so I'm going to set the scene, okay? So she was moving from one city an hour and 59 minutes away to another city. They had downsized, and that way they were going to be closer to her kids and his family. So the other day, we were going to go help. She still had, at the old house, she still had like all of her patio furniture. And so we were going to go help and pick it up. Well, she said that her other two friends that live out there said, no, we've got the truck and trailer. We've got it. Tell them they don't have to drive all the way out here. So they moved all that stuff to her house and spent the day with her. Went out to dinner and all that and had fun. Anyway, so she calls me the next day crying hysterically. You know, and I knew, like, you know, it was the day she called me, it was like the 1 week anniversary, right? And I've been like texting her like crazy, you know, blowing her phone up. And I always say, like, you don't have to reply. I just want to know how you're doing. If you need to talk, I'm here, you know, that kind of thing. And sometimes she replies. Usually she replies. Every now and then, you know, she doesn't. But so anyway, you know, she has MS, okay? So she could potentially have a lot of serious issues, right? And especially with stress. Like the last day we were hanging out with her, she was having a hard time walking. She was in a lot of pain, and it's because she was so frazzled, right? So, okay, so they take their stuff over to her. She calls me the next day, and she's crying hysterically, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, Marcia. And I have always done this thing with her, Marcia. So, usually it makes her smile or laugh, right? Anyway, she was like, I can't believe he did this to me. And I was like, who? What are you talking about? Her husband. Okay. So this friend of hers, the lady who said, oh, we got it, you don't need to come, she proceeds to tell her that, oh, when we went to get the last few things in the attic space of the garage, look at what we found. So Marcia's husband had quit smoking and quit drinking, right, when he found out he had cancer. Well, apparently he didn't totally quit, you know, because they found like 15 open packs of cigarettes, and he had like put the cigarettes out and then put them in these little baggies and left them up there because he knew Marcia wouldn't see them, right? And there was alcohol containers and stuff, and she was hysterical. She was like, I can't believe he effing did this, you know, and I let her get it all out. And then I said, okay, Marcia, how does that, in the grand scheme of things, how does that make a difference in anything? She's like, well, if I would have known, I wouldn't have been busting my ass trying to get him to treatment stuff. And I said, BS, yes, you would have. You loved him. You know, that was your soulmate. You loved him. He loved you. She was like, how could he do this to me? And I said, Marcia, it's like any addiction, you know, when an addict is sneaking around, they don't feel good about themselves. I said, I'm sure it hurt his heart to be lying to you. You know, I know the guy, like, I know it did, you know, I know it had to have. He was a good man, you know. And I was like, so that changes nothing. When what I really wanted to say was, why in the hell did this woman even tell you this? Because she had her and her husband had went and got all this furniture, put it on their truck and trailer, and brought it to her. And then Marcia was never going to go back to that property again. The other people, it got turned over to the other people. So she wasn't there. She didn't see it. They didn't freaking need to tell her that. Like, that just tore her heart up. So, of course, I called my sister and I'm like, let me tell you. And I told her, and she was like, that's such bullshit. Why did she say anything? You know? And so I really, want to sit down with Marcia and be like, is this woman really this great friend like you seem to think? Because maybe it's just me, who knows? Maybe she didn't intend to hurt her by telling her, but it's like, why tell her? Like, ugh. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Because I just, yeah, she's got a lot to do this weekend, Ken. So yeah, I'm glad. Like, and she went, like yesterday, she went to her youngest daughter's house and had dinner with her and her husband and, hung out for the afternoon. And her kids have been coming over. Like, that was my biggest thing was, where the hell are her kids? She has 2 adult children. They're both married. The older daughter has 2 kids. The younger daughter is married. She doesn't want kids, so it's just her and her hubby. And it's like, where are they? Because we were busting ass trying to help her move. Where are they? Right? The Bible says to take care of the kids and widows. Yep, there you go. And friends that are single because they're just too weird. Maybe, there you go, kid. I wish you lived closer. Hubby be, doing whatever you needed. That's what the Bible says to do. Take care of your brother's wife, right? There you go. No, he wasn't supposed to be smoking because he had esophageal cancer. And so, like, smoking just exacerbated it, basically. But here's another thing that I said to Marcia. I said, Marcia, you were at work, right? This guy went from working full-time, and then they were constantly going RVing, and, every weekend they were go, 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 right? So he went from working full-time and RVing and being gone all weekend and having a great time to, bam, he's stuck at home sick, And I said, well, you were at work. I'm sure the guy was bored, not to mention he was in pain. He was probably trying to self-medicate to feel better, Because she had said, like, he didn't take any pain medication. Yeah, which is awesome, but he was probably self-medicating, It is an addiction, big time. Hey, Darlene, what's happening, Mama? Heard of a guy who lost his wife to cancer, then found out she had been cheating for years when he went through her phone. Oh my gosh, really? God, that would hurt. That would suck. No shit, that's what I was thinking. Don't tell her. That's terrible. I'd be pissed at them. Jeez, she's not a friend. She just wanted to point out her husband wasn't perfect. Right? And I don't want to feel that way. I had never met this woman before until the day we moved. And she said a couple things to my sister that kind of rubbed her the wrong way. But I was like, oh, it's a stressful time, whatever, It's crazy. There was no reason to tell her. It doesn't matter. It changes nothing. Sounds like a crap. Shit stirs me. Yep. I would have kept it to myself. Right? That would be a hell of a lot worse than finding cigarettes or alcohol. No doubt. But you have to understand, my friend Marcia, she was brought up in a very conservative Christian household, right? Her first husband was a piece of shit. He beat her. He cheated on her. He was a piece of shit. And then she met Tommy. And Tommy used to be best friends with her ex-husband. But he saw how her ex-husband was and didn't talk to him anymore. Well, then Marcia met back up with him and they got married. And he's a great guy. He was a great guy. Like, it just hurts my heart for her, Hey, Renee, what's happening? Welcome. Hey, JR, what's happening? Patrick Swayze smoked and he was really bad with cancer. Why change and do without your luxuries if you know you're dying? Very true. And that's another thing. But, I think for her, because she's such a conservative person, she's never smoked. She's never drank anything. So I think that's why it was so hard for her, Yeah. I wouldn't give up anything I like just to give myself a few extra weeks or whatever. The last weeks or month is awful anyway, right? And I agree. I used to smoke. I know what it's like, and I'm so grateful that I'm not that I'm no longer addicted, you know, because all it would take is for me to smoke one cigarette, and I, like that, would be hooked to it, you know. I just, well, maybe not so much now, because the smell just kind of gets to me now, like, kind of upsets my stomach, and I have a hard time breathing around people that smoke. I mean, but I get it. I was addicted for a lot of years. Like, I get it, you know. Let's see. What else can we talk about? So, court was on break today for the Johnny Depp trial. You guys, I was catching up on what went on because, like I said, the internet was kind of here and there. And Amber Heard's team, they don't have shit. They don't have anything, you guys. Like the witnesses they put on the other day, the only one that was for Amber basically was her sister. The rest of them were like leaning towards Johnny Depp's side. You know, and they make such a big deal out of it. Like, Johnny Depp has admitted, I have a drug problem, I have an alcohol problem. You know, he's not trying to hide it. But they keep, like, drilling in, you know, oh, you saw him? Oh, he was using drugs? Oh, he was drinking? You know? And it's like, we already know that. Been there, done that. Like, yeah. I agree, no excuses. Once you get to that point, you know? I mean, like, with my hubby, we were so fortunate. Because it could have very easily have killed him, you know? So we were so fortunate that he's okay today. I mean, they did say, the oncologist said, you know, it's going to come back at some point and it's probably going to kill you. But I'm not putting that out there, so let me just suck that back out. You know, so, I mean, we don't own that. We don't, you know, I'm going to go that I think he's healed from the cancer and then he's all good because that's how he's been, so that's how he is. I saw a sketch done by Saturday Night Live, a comic sketch where Amber and Johnny Depp was in court and the judge said, let's watch more of this video because it is fun. Yeah. Amber Heard and her attorneys are morons. They are, aren't they? You guys, like, oh my God. When Amber Heard was on the stand and what's her name? What the heck's her name? What's wrong with me today? I can't think of anything. Johnny's attorney that, like, wore Amber down. What is her name? Anyway, Colleen, I don't know. She was like getting it every second. That's hearsay. That's the, you know, I was like, damn, she was on it. I was like, yeah. When does the trial end? Seems like it's been going on forever. So closing arguments have to start a week from today. The judge said, because by that point, both sides will have exhausted their time limit or whatever. So a week from today, they have to start closing arguments that day. So we shall see. I mean, I really hope, I hope Johnny Depp wins. I think Amber is a freaking liar. I don't think Johnny Depp's a perfect guy. I think he has a lot of problems with addiction. Camille, that's it. Thank you, JR. Thank you, Bethany. Thank you. I think if nothing else, the world has seen how Amber Heard is. You guys, what the hell? I'm like losing my voice. Excuse me. You know, I just read an article a little while ago and it said, like, and I don't know how true this is, but it said that they have completely taken Amber Heard out of Aquaman 2, and that they're trying to get her contract completely thrown out, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not, but, you know, I mean, I was a little afraid when Amber was on the stand and she kept, like, she was, you know, she was right on. She was sticking to her story, right? Whereas if you look at the way she was in Australia when she testified, she was rolling her eyes and she could have cared less. She was on it this time. She was really trying to pour on the acting. But I will say, I've never seen a movie with her in it. She has to suck because she couldn't act worth a shit on that stand. And that's when she needed to act the most because she needs the money. Yeah. Excuse me, when she kept saying, I pledged the money. The money that I pledged, yes. Look, at that point, Camille needed to just run full force and, like, throw her body on her and knock her off. That's what I was picturing. Because it's like, stop saying that. And the way she does, let me see if I can, where she's like this to the jury. Yes, no, yes. You guys, she was getting on my nerves so bad, like, but here's what, okay. So this guy who is in the audience from Court TV, he said the jurors, the 6 men and 3 women, were not even looking at her when she was on the stand. So, I mean, does that mean that that's a good thing? Like, they don't believe her bullshit? Or, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't know, you know? And they said the only time they were really taking notes was when they were talking about the financial loss for Johnny or the financial loss for Amber. That they were over there taking notes. So hopefully those 6 men aren't being like, aren't drooling over Amber to where they're going to vote for her just because of who she is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Camille is Johnny Depp's boozy. Yeah, everybody was saying like, oh, they need to get together. They can't now. Plus, she has a boyfriend. They said she's like in a serious relationship, and yeah, I hope she never works again. Me too. Me too. A book deal and a movie for Johnny Depp. There you go. Well, you know, didn't somebody who just came out and said they wanted Johnny to play? Dang, I can't remember. Somebody just came out. Some big director, producer guy just came out and said that he wanted to sign Johnny to play a specific character. I can't remember, but you. That Saturday Night Live also did a comic strip where all the staff came into the bedroom and looked at the poo and refused to clean it up. Oh my God, that's so gross. It takes a really nasty kind of person to do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, she can be the most drop dead gorgeous person in the world, but because of what she's done, she's just nasty. Her acting, yeah, agreed. So no one in Hollywood has given her an offer then. Too bad, as she put in a great effort. Oh my God, it was horrible. Like, I'm like sitting there watching it going, this is terrible, you guys. This is terrible. He will have to get waterproof bedding. Yeah, no doubt. You know, and listen, here's the sad part. Okay, let's just talk about the sad part. He was 51, and what was she, 20-something? But no doubt in my mind, like, he was head over heels in love with her, right? Whereas I think from her end, it was all about money. From the beginning, that's why she took all the pictures. That's why she recorded every time she spoke to him. You know, she was setting herself up to make sure she was taken care of for the rest of her life. And Johnny was dumb enough to fall for it. Robert Downey Jr. is helping Johnny get a part in this movie. Oh, maybe that's what is that what I read? I don't know, maybe that's what I read. I don't know. I know I saw something and I was like, ugh. The new boyfriend, that is. Yeah. But yeah, she's just, hey, Pat, where you been? Glad you're here. But yeah, she just makes me nauseous, you guys. I have tried, you know, to like her. And look, you know, like I said, Johnny Depp's a great actor. I think he's a great actor. Do I think he has a lot of problems? Yeah, I think he does. I think his childhood screwed him up, and I think it's just multiplied because he's so rich. He can get whatever drugs he wants, you know. I think, you know, addiction and alcoholism has really... I'm amazed that he still looks as good as he does. You know what I mean? Because, like, a lot of people that get so addicted to drugs and alcohol, your looks are the first thing to go, you know? He still looks pretty decent to be, what, 58, you know? But it's just, you know, like I said, he's not perfect by any means. And it's not that I necessarily, you know, am on Johnny Depp's side. It's not that at all. It's just based on what I see, you know. I think she screwed him over and did him dirty, and she knew exactly what she was doing. It's like her sister. When her sister took the stand the other day, her sister used to say, when she was questioned about Amber and Johnny, she said that Amber was the aggressor and the abuser, that Johnny took it. So now she's on the stand lying, saying the exact opposite. Is it because her sister will beat her ass? Is it because she's promised money to her sister if she wins? I don't know, you know. But something's going on there. Something serious is going on there, you guys. It's just so sad. Like, it is. It's just that. Oh my god, my gray, you guys. I need to dye my hair. Ugh. I hate dyeing my hair. But I need to do it. It looks like shit. There appears to be a lot of releases in the Delphi murder case. I wonder if there's going to be a break in the case. All the secret evidence is coming out in transcripts. Oh, wow. Wow, I haven't looked into it. I'll have to look into it. Wow, I didn't know that. Good to know. I'll have to check it out. Like I said, I feel so, like, behind the 8 ball because of my internet this last week, you know? It's like... And it's so hard to get caught up, you know? Don't forget to thumbs up, y'all. Aw, thank you, Festus' mom. Thank you. Yeah. Probably all about money, I would say, for sure. I mean, especially when she's sitting out there and I just went blank again, you guys. What the hell? Johnny Depp's attorney, when she was like, but you didn't pay, you didn't donate that money to the charities. She's like, yes, I did. I pledged it. Or let me do it the right way. Yes, I did. I pledged it. You know? Like, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, it's gotten to the points where her voice just, like, lays me out, y'all. Can I just watch the YouTube EVP video and it said Paul Schneider killed the girls? Wow, who's Paul Schneider? Is that the dad? I don't know, you guys. I'm so surprised she didn't try and get Johnny with having a baby with him. Oh, she wanted to, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. Like, I'm amazed that she didn't pull that off, too. Now the poor thing has to be a mommy all by herself with no daddy. Hey, Laura, what's happening? The pledge, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that drove me nuts. Did that drive y'all nuts when she kept saying, oh no, that's incorrect. I pledged it. She kept like, no, I don't agree with that statement. And it was like, and it wasn't just that. Or when she would do this. Did you guys notice? You guys, I've watched far too much of this trial. It's pathetic that I know these little nuances of hers. But when she goes like this to the jury, she goes, I'm sitting there like, what are these people thinking when she's looking at them? You know what I mean? Like, are they thinking she's mentally disturbed? Are they thinking she has some kind of issues? You know what I mean? Like, what are they thinking? Like, I would love to hear from these jurors after they make their decision. I hope some of them come forward because I want to know what they think about all this. The crazy ass eyes that she gives them. And I'm like, did her attorney tell her to do that? That's just so, it's just bizarre. Like, why are you looking at the jury like that? You know what I mean? Like when she's like, you guys, it's getting to me. But I think it all goes back to her fake ass bullshit about being beaten up by him. You know what I mean? That pisses me off so bad, you guys. So freaking bad. You're killing me, so hilarious. She looks at the jury like they're the ones talking to her. Right? Right? And she also gives them like, I said something to hubby the other day. I was like, oh, she's doing like serial killer eyes, right? Like the lights are on, but nobody's home. Because she's like, that's so scary. That's like serial killer eyes. You know what I mean? That's like psychopathic, psychotic. Ugh, it's crazy. What channel did you see that on? We watched Chasing Evil, and they gave a name on that, but it was blanked out. Oh, wow. Her sister is lying, probably for money, and we know she wants money, right? Her being a mom is so scary, Kim. I agree with you. I mean, literally, like, I'm really afraid for that kid. Like, what is she going to do if the baby freaks out? You know what I mean? Like, when she gets to her terrible twos, she's not there yet. What's she going to do when the baby gets to her terrible twos and she's screaming and throwing temperature? What is she, you know what I mean? Like, crazy. I can't wait to know what the jury's thinking. Me too, girl. Me too. Gold Rush Paranormal. Paul's name came up several times. Oh, wow. Wow. Interviews with the jury will be interesting. I know, right? And I'm serious. Like the other day, I was so close to driving to the courthouse. I was like, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to make that drive and I'm going to go over there. But then I was like, for what? You know, I mean, it's the same thing every day. Like when Amber gets out of the car, they boo her. When Johnny gets out, they're like, Johnny! You know? Yeah. And they were booing her and her sister Thursday after court. I was like, oh my God, that's funny. Is he not dead? Victoria checked into someone and discovered he was dead. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't know who this guy is you're talking about. She likes to fight, right? It's crazy though. It's crazy. Can I believe he is dead if it's what I can remember? That would make sense. But yeah. That's so sad though. If the guy that's dead, if that in fact is the murderer, it's just sad. You know what I mean? Like, no justice. I'm working on this case, you guys. So I haven't heard back about Hawaii, which I'm kind of bummed about. But it's actually, right now, it's like, you know, it's good that I'm home and not going anywhere right now. You know, with my friend struggling and stuff, it's just probably not the greatest timing, so I'm okay if I don't hear from him for a while. But okay, so I've been working on this one for YouTube, which I would have recorded it and posted it if I had internet. Oh yeah, you're right, Ken. That's the dude that there's something wrong with that dude. Yeah, he definitely was not a good person. Excuse me, you guys. Good Lord. Hey, Shelby. I'm glad you're here, honey. How are you? Anyway, so yeah, this one that I'm doing for YouTube, it happened here in Baltimore. I think you're gonna like it, but there's some pretty sketchy stuff with it that I'm a little teeny tiny bit worried about posting it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that every time I was about to go record it, I get this like angst, like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't record this, you shouldn't put this up. So from a psychic perspective, there's something that's like, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle it yet. I want to at least do the video. If I don't, even if I blank out some of the specifics, I put all this time into it. I want to, like, you know what I mean? And plus I'm always honest about, you know, I always like to be honest that if I can't connect with them or, you know, whatever, I want to be honest, you know, so I always try to post it anyway, even though a part of me is like, ugh, I don't know if I should do this. Oh, you're going back to work. What sign are the biggest criminals? I have no idea, and let me tell you why. Hey, Jay Lizard. You know, I always say this, I'm a bad psychic. I don't know anything about astrology, numerology, astronomy. I don't know anything about that stuff. So that's a good question. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did know. Hi, I adore you. I support you too and trust your judgment. Honesty rocks. Aw, thank you, Lindsay. What's up, girlfriend? Welcome. Shelby, are you like ready to go back to work, or you feeling up to it? Yeah, it's just, it's one of those cases. Like, I had one other case that I literally had to take down because I just had this, so I get this feeling in my chest. And when I get that feeling in my chest, I know something bad's about to happen. So let me give you an example. So we had to go a half an hour away last night to get this stupid modem because ours broke. So we haven't had internet. It's been a nightmare. Anyway, it was on and off here and there since like last Saturday. It finally completely went yesterday. So anyway, so we're going, hubby was driving the truck. I was in the passenger seat, and I got that feeling, and I was like, uh-oh. Well, then we come up to this light, and then our light turns green, and my hubby starts to go, and this guy comes barreling, you know, flying, right? And I'm like, he's not gonna stop. I was like, watch it, and hubby was like, oh my god, I didn't see him. Like, I would have been dead. He would have T-boned us, and I would have been dead. And I get that all the time, like, but it's, you know, it's not always just about us, but I just get it about shit that's about to happen, you know? Yeah. So this other video that I took down a while ago, I started getting that feeling as soon as I posted it, right? I started getting that tightness in my chest, and I left the video up for like probably 2 days. And for 2 days I had that tightness, and I was like, it's got to be about this video. That has to be what it is. And as soon as we took it down, it went away. And I've got that feeling in my chest about this video. But I want to post it. I'm thinking I'll just like not give too many specific details, you know, and just kind of blank it out, I think. So if you're talking astrology, no sign is above or below the other. Gotcha. That's good to know. I see, that's the kind of stuff like I don't know. It's aspects and not specific signs. Oh, okay. Ken, I found this by accident a couple days ago. It was a year ago on his spirit box session. Oh, you were talking about, okay. I think they are random astrology signs, but you can Google it. Been working 2 days, and I may have damaged my right knee, so I'm going in to do an MRI next week. But I'm ready for a little more money. Being broke sucks. Oh, I bet, Shelby. Well, I'm going to keep you in my thoughts and prayers, and hopefully you're going to be fine, and you're going to kick ass. Victoria with the California tan. Let me tell you something. You guys. I look like a frickin' Oompa Loompa. Like, I've been out in the, I've been planting my garden, you guys. And like today it was, let me see, how hot was it today? It felt like it was 175 degrees, but really it was only like probably I don't know, 80 something. It's 86 right now at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, so I've been out doing the garden, and then I've also got a container garden going on my back deck, which my entire deck is like, I have literally pots stacked up on top of the deck, all over the deck. Like, it's like hard to walk out there now. That's how much stuff I have planted. And I have to go down in a little while when I get off of here and plant. I'm planting like another 10 garlic bulbs, and then I gotta plant some beans and stuff like that. Anyway, so I've been in and out of the sun, but I don't know if you guys remember, but last year I got sun poisoning so bad, you guys. It was the worst thing I've ever gone through in my life. I would take brain surgery over sun poisoning because it was internal. It was like, as long as I was laying completely still in bed, okay, no lie, if I was laying completely still in bed, I was okay. But if I moved one of my legs ever so slightly, it was excruciating pain. And then if I had to pee and I went to put my leg down off the side of the bed to get up, I would scream and cry in pain. And I would like hobble to the bathroom crying because it hurt so bad. I've never had that before. You know, I used to be, growing up, I was like really dark all the time. I was dark. And I was never really like pasty white like I've gotten to be as I've gotten older. But you know, as you get older, I guess you don't tan like you used to. So yeah, so I've got some sun, but I just don't want to ever get sun poisoning. So I'm like, I cover, let me tell you guys, I get out of the shower and I cover my face, you know, I have SPF makeup and I cover my entire body because I'm like, I am not going back through that hell ever again. You know, and our community pool's about to open up. So of course I'm gonna have to go get my swim on. I think I'm going to start swimming laps because that's something I can do that won't kill my hip, you know, but I'll feel better because I know how I am when I exercise. I feel so much better. Premonitions. Yep. I hate those feelings. I hate them so bad because you pray that you're going the right way or you move in a different direction. Right, Shelby? Girl, I see you. I know. I feel it. I know. That's how I am. Oh, thank you, honey. Say hi to Mr. B.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry, guys, I'm starving. It was so nice to bring me a yogurt.
Hey, go see Mama.
If she comes in here, she's going to want to get out in a minute. Who was it about? The one that I took down, Kendrick Johnson. Wow, we're proud to be part of something kind of scary here. There you go. Yeah, never ignore those feelings. Always happen for a reason. Yep. You look nice. Aw, thank you. Of course, Shelby. Praying for you. Vicki, do you think the escaped prisoner from Texas is alive? The escaped prisoner from Texas. I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Lindsay. Time out. First off, you will never see this body in a bikini. That's some scary ass shit right there. But I am out there with my little black biker shorts on and my little tank top, though. That's funny. I did a spare box on Vicky. Wait, it's not been completely transcribed, but definitely interesting from what I've gotten. Oh, wow. Wow. 94 degrees tomorrow in Maytown, PA. Look, it's supposed to be, that's what I wanted to look up. I started doing it and I got distracted. Okay, let's see. It's supposed to be mid-90s the whole weekend here. Ugh, you guys. Yeah. My first impression of Vicky White was that he conned her as a lonely older woman. I have revised that and think she had a dark side and may have even had relationships with... I totally agree with you, Miss Astrology. If that's who we're talking about, yeah. I totally agree with you. And I do think that he used her for sure. I mean, a lot of people said that they wouldn't do her. I think she was lonely and was conned into thinking he loved her. I definitely think she was conned for sure. But I also think she had a dark side. Definitely. Well, I just had a bite of yogurt too. There you go. Vanilla, yep, that's what I'm having. This is my favorite, you guys. Yoplait Light Vanilla. Let me tell you, it's the bomb. Like on days when it's 90 degrees, like today, I like to put them in the freezer. Oh, they're so good. She said to me I was not his wife. Yeah. Wow. Right? I saw that, Renee, that she went to an adult store. She thought they were going to get the freak on and stay on the run forever, and look what happened. It's snowing in Denver. Oh my God, so glad I'm not there. No doubt. No doubt. Well, I hate to see how hot it's going to be here in South Georgia tomorrow. Oh yeah, you're going to get it bad, I'm sure. It literally went from, we had like a week and a half of spring, and bam, baby, we're in summer. Like, it was so quick. I hope there was some part of Miss White that had fun before she died. I know that sounds sort of... No, not at all. I totally agree. I hope for those short, 8 days or whatever the heck it was, that she had a great old time, you know? Definitely broken. So maybe the afterlife got her wits about her. I hope so. I think she was broken. Definitely. I mean, she was... Think about it. She was willing to say, forget my retirement, forget my mother, forget my family. I'm all in for this guy, you know? Lindsay, why would she need to go there? She got her man in the motel. She only bought stockings. Oh, wow. Ooh, 67 degrees tomorrow. That'd be like the perfect weather. I don't think she needed to either, right? Well, I love chocolate in the freezer. We'll have to try yogurt. Adult stores seem like it would get creepy after a while. At first, they probably make you feel special. Then it gets weird. Oh, Gonzalo Lopez. Are you kidding? I didn't even know anything about him. When did he escape? Like I said, my internet's been screwed up, so I haven't seen anything. Stockings are a sin. Oh my gosh. You guys, did you know the Mexican pizza is back at Taco Bell? I'm so excited. Yeah, well, I'm not eating healthy, so that says it right there, huh? I need to get back on track. I was thinking, I'm going to start walking again. But it's like 475,000 degrees outside. But I do need to start walking again for my health. And forget our poor sick dog. That is something I could not give up, my pets, right? I feel you on that, Ken. I agree. She was depressed and desperate and missed her husband. He died. She had taken care of him. Yeah. I get it. But I think, I think we all have that, don't we? Like, I think to a certain extent we all have, like, you know, let me rephrase that. I am who I am, right? I don't claim to be anybody else. So let me rephrase that. I think a lot of people have, the side that we perceive them as, and then there's another side to them. You know what I mean? And not that that's necessarily like this horrible thing, but it's just, you know, it depends on where you're at in your life and when you meet someone specific. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Can that poor sick dog, I bet he's looking for and so sad. I know, right? 2 weeks ago, he's in for murder and attempted to kill 3 separate officers. Holy shit, really? How come I did not know about this man? Can you channel anything from the Doors, Raymond, Zarek? Today is the anniversary of his passing. Oh, that's why they were showing, like, I was seeing, like, a bunch of stuff on the Doors today that was on. I can. I mean, he's already on my list, so I'll try to get around to him. You guys, I have so many names on my list. So many names. A reason is not an excuse, I know. There's just a part of me that says, be free, go, go, go. I understand. I mean, I understand. The dog that is not Casey. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's a good thing that this Casey dude's going to be in prison for the rest of his life. He's a piece of shit. He just needs to be in there forever. I did not know about that guy. How did I not know that? I guess because, no, I will say this. The TV used to be on 24/7 on the news. My husband would have it on. He doesn't do that anymore. Thank you, Jesus. I'm over it. Lindsay, there's a lot of guys as far as she could have hooked up with instead of an inmate. Very true. Very true. You know, but I don't know. They say the heart wants what the heart wants. I mean, I think she legitimately loved him. You know what I mean? I just don't think that it was two-sided. You know, I think that's why it was so easy for her to just say, the hell with my job, the hell with my family, the hell with my pets, the hell with everybody. I'm just going to dive right in, you know? She obviously was having issues. I think she needed the emotional connection first. I really can't know her thought process, right? Right? I agree with that, Ken. Yeah, that's just, the whole thing is just so damn sad. Like I wrote to a bunch of my family members to see if they had seen anything in Evansville. None of them had, but you know, I have a lot of family out there, so holy crap, all I can't see. Blind as a bat when I take those damn glasses off. I'm like, I can't see a damn thing. You guys, I'm making a big freaking mess trying to eat my yogurt over here. Oh my gosh, Apple! Holy crap, Apple. How are you? And yeah, Shelby, what do you mean he was a sexy dog? Like, what the hell? I'm good, Apple. How are you? I miss you, girl. If that is the case, we should have booked a 5-star hotel. It was a dump where they were in. They were in like kind of a shoddy part of town too. Yeah. But I mean, they were trying to hide out. Didn't they say that they like gave a homeless man money to book the hotel or something? I was like, okay. There was a lot of people at her funeral I saw on the news. Well, I mean, you gotta kind of like, you gotta feel bad for her friends and her family, you know? I mean, they said like this came out of nowhere, like they didn't see it coming, you know? Right? Her standards were low. She didn't want looks, money. She could have found a man who was free. True. I do remember you. How are the kids? How are your boys doing? Lindsay. Lindsay, you're funny. You're a funny one. How are the boys, Apple? Oh my gosh. How old's your oldest one now? Holy crap. They gotta be so much older now, because it's been like a couple years, hasn't it? Right, kid? I agree. I would have went straight to Mexico. Exactly. Okay, that was when they said that they, saw them, the police officers driving down the road, he saw them at the hotel. I'm like, why would you go to frickin' Evansville, Indiana and stay there that whole time and risk getting caught? Like, it would have made so much more sense to go straight to Mexico. They could still be living life, whooping it up right now, That's crazy. He was a bad boy, attracted to a good girl. Yeah. Very true. It's just so sad. Like, you have to, your heart has to ache for her mom. You know what I mean? Her mom said, like, I would have never suspected this. This came out of nowhere. And then when she killed herself, like, that's just so sad. Jim Morrison from The Doors. He was so hot. No. Someone said it was his birthday. Oh, we were talking about The Doors. About, who's the other guy from The Doors? You guys, I'm like brain dead today. I can't think of anything.
There's only one guy with The Doors. Jim Morrison.
No.
Jim Morrison and his band.
The band, that's what I'm trying to think of. Aren't you I found your pen. You're welcome, honey. What would you do without me? I love you.
Oh, this is not my pen.
Okay, then give it to me. I'll take it.
I get it,
Okay, sorry guys. A lot of her money was missing when they got. I know, I noticed that. What they find, like 20-some thousand or something. They're doing great. The boys are 28, 22, 17. Oh, wow. Apple, are you kidding me? The baby's 17? Oh, I'm glad they're doing good. Oh, that's so cool. I always wonder. I was thinking about you, Apple. Like, I don't know. It was probably 6 months ago or something. I was like, whatever happened to that girl? Where's she at? Remember that homeless man who was given money, clothing, haircut, etc.? And he had a fantastic DJ voice. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Hey, Afton, what's happening, mama? Yeah, such a sexy voice. There you go. In case anyone's wondering, it was OnStar that called 911, not Vicky. She was not talking to 911. It may have been erratic driving and the airbags about to go off. Oh, really? That's interesting. Very interesting. He had a fantastic voice, but then he reverted back to his old ways. Yeah, I wondered whatever happened to him. Holy crap. You guys, I have to have some more yogurt. I'm like starving. Sorry. She had to have car repairs. She did not do well choosing a good runner. Yeah, right. Ken, you're funny. He was a big old dude. He was huge. So, and see. So, what made him go down the path? You know what I mean? Like, he was huge. He could have been a star basketball player. He could have been a football player. Right? But no, he ended up in prison. Dumb shit. Hi, Ken. Just got off work. Woohoo. Yay, Afton. Woohoo, mama. He's homeless and drug addicted again. Really? Damn, that's so sad. Because, I don't know if you guys watched this guy. What is wrong with my brain today? I can't even think of his name now. But anyway, he's on TikTok. Excuse me. And people donate money to him. And then they say, like, go ask somebody for bus fare. And when they give it to you, give them $500 or whatever. So he does, like, you guys, I can't see it on my glasses. He does that, right? I mean, I just sit there and bawl like a baby. But I always wonder, like, whatever happens to these people, do they, like, you know what I mean? Like, do they get their act together? Because I can tell you this, when I was doing the food pantry, there were so many people that they just never got past being homeless, being addicted, whatever. And it's so damn sad, because you really want to root for them. You want them to be okay. Sometimes they're just not. What are you doing?
Turning down your voice.
Why am I loud?
Not anymore.
Let's see. It's fitted to MG cars. The computer calls. Where did that go? 911 if you're in distress or if there's any damage to the car. Oh, okay. Oh, he was off his meds. Oh, no. Victoria would make a funny counselor. Get out of my office, you dumb shit. Bad choices. Yeah. No, here's my latest. You dipshit. Right? I started saying that. We were in the car and I was calling people dipshits and I'm like, I haven't heard that since like the 80s, okay? I'm like, where did that come from? I don't know. He went to rehab. I think he does work for the NFL. Wow. I would be your success story from the pantry. That would be awesome. Afton. Because let me tell you, this one little girl, her younger sister was friends with our daughter. And her and her sister would come over here all the time. And they didn't want to leave, right? And so a lot of their time was spent here after school. I would feed them, They would come and spend like all weekend. Well, I found out, really quickly into it that their mother was an alcoholic. They didn't have communication with their father, but they did have a stepfather who was living there. And he was a good man. He worked his ass off. He loved those kids. Even though they weren't, biologically his, he loved those kids. So anyway, the one girl who was my daughter's friend, the younger sister, she went on, by the time she was 20, she had, I think, 5 kids by different guys, and she's been in and out of drugs. So the older sister was running the pantry and she came in one day and I was like, oh my God, I hadn't seen her in years. So I found out she was on drugs and homeless. So we were helping her. Hubby and I were helping her the best we could. But their mom, that's the part I didn't tell. They got off the bus. They came to our house one day and I said, you guys, girls, you need to go check in with your mom. Let her know you're going to be down here and make sure that's okay. They went up there and she was dead. They found her. She had died. She had cirrhosis of the liver. She was an alcoholic. And they found her. And so anyway, the older sister started coming to the pantry. And I found out she had cirrhosis of the liver. She was drinking really heavy. And she died. And I went to her funeral. And it was horrible. And, hubby and I did everything we could for her. But, God, it just broke my heart because she had so much potential. She was just such a good kid. Like, yeah, it just sucks. Really sucks. JR, he's bipolar, schizophrenic, and drug addicted. Casey White. Oh, he is. I didn't know he's bipolar and schizophrenic. Wow. Eek. Accidentally hid you in my pocket. I had my bad. Oh, Afton. I was wondering why that popped up. I unhid you, my bad. Shelby. Yeah, so it's, there were people that were homeless that came to the pantry. So they would come once a week. They would go and take showers and we'd feed them lunch. They could watch TV and hang out in the AC, or the heat. And then they'd come back downstairs and we'd send them back to their camp with food. We'd load them up on food. We had went out and purchased, flip top cans and stuff that you didn't have to necessarily heat up, And we did have a success rate with a bunch of them. Like, there are quite a few that have went on to get their life together and they're doing good, but there are a lot of them that are still, I see them on the street and it kills me. It kills me. Yeah. You can lead a horse to water and that's it, right? It proved that alcoholism is genetic. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. our son, you know, perfect example. His aunt is a drug addict. She's bipolar. My husband's mother was an alcoholic, but she had been in remission for, not remission, oh my God, she'd been clean and sober, you guys. Where did that come from? She had been clean and sober for, I think, like 34 years when she passed away. It's just so damn sad. Like, my sister-in-law, it's so sad. Like, you know, she's got it made, and, you know, she got diagnosed with this lung disease, but she's still using, you know, she still continues smoking crack, and it's like, what the hell are you, like, you're gonna die even quicker. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't die from the crack, you're gonna die because of the lung disease. It's just so frustrating. Ugh. Those of you who help the homeless, you are so kind. Aw, thank you. I don't really look at it like, excuse me, every person that walked in there, you know, even if I didn't agree with their lifestyle, I looked at them like they were family. You know what I mean? Like, and if this were my son or this were my brother, you know, how would I, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah. And I told you the story about that guy, the homeless guy in Baltimore that I ran into, and it broke my heart when he said, I was talking to him and he was like, "You're speaking to me?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And he was like, "Oh my God." He made me cry because he's like, "No one has spoken to me all week." He's like, "People don't talk to people like me." I was like, "I have no problem talking to you." Like, I sat there talking to him. I gave him some money. I offered to take him. I was still walking, and I was going to go find a place to eat lunch. And I was like, "Do you want to come to lunch with me?" And he's like, "No, I'm so excited. I'm going to take my money and go get something," you know. And look, did he maybe go get drugs? Maybe. Did he go get alcohol? Maybe. But the bottom line is, you know, he was a good dude. He was a good dude. And it's just, it broke my heart when he said, "No one ever talks to me. No one ever talks to people like me." You know, it just broke my heart. And it just goes to show, like, you know, giving him money was secondary. The bottom line was, you know, just talking to him. He said, you know, "I feel like a human being again." You know, it's just so sad that, like, that just kills me. And I'm telling you, I would call my husband every time I was at the food pantry. I would call him and say, "Is it okay if I give so-and-so some money?" He's like, "You don't have to call me and ask." And I'm like, "Oh, I just want to ask." But I just, you know, like, I couldn't imagine being in that person's shoes. You know what I mean? Like, it just killed me emotionally. My dad and all 4 of his brothers are alcoholics. Their dad is too. Oh my gosh. My mother's father was an alcoholic, and 3 of her brothers were alcoholics. I have a lot of cousins that have issues, and yeah, it sucks. My first husband, who had diabetes and was drinking alcohol and drugs, died, and my 3rd husband went to rehab twice while we've been married. He has 5 years. But it's been hard. Oh my gosh, I bet. Oh my gosh. I bet. My dad was an alcoholic. None of us kids or grandchildren are, thank God. Oh, that's good. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, Kim. Jeez, you know? I mean, we would have never thought, like, you know, I never once would have ever thought that my son would become an addict. You know what I mean? Like, he was an amazing baseball player. He did pretty decent in school, you know. He's a good kid. He has a good heart, you know. And so when it happened, I was like, "No way. No, that doesn't, no, that can't be." You know what I mean? Because you don't want to see that in somebody that you love. But it happens, unfortunately. Shelby, I'm so sorry you died. For some reason, alcoholism seems to be something you're around, maybe for a divine reason. I don't know. That sounds about right, Lindsay. I'm sure it has something to do with that. I mean, I think we all, I don't even know what I'm saying. Sorry. My father's decent into addiction. It's hard, I think. I like to think he's at peace now, died in 2016. I'm sure he is, Miss Astrology. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's in a good place. I was to get a pancreas transplant since I had diabetes since age 8. The donor was rejected because she already had damaged organs from drinking since she was a child. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, I am so sorry, Lindsay. That sucks. Oh. Both parents were alcoholics. My mom beat it. She's been sober for decades. Oh, way to go, Apple. That's freaking awesome. Good job to your mom. It's not easy, you guys. Like, we have neighbors that they had rented out their place for a while. And now they've moved back in, and they're always drinking. And I feel so bad. Their son's in 4th grade. I feel so damn bad for him. Listen to this shit. She calls me the other day. And she's like, can you do me a favor? Can you go down to my house and come in through the front door? We're locked out on the deck. She said the dog locked him out of the deck. Okay, first of all, their dog is like 6 months old. It's a puppy. And I was like, what? Whatever. I'm like, okay. And I had heard them out on their deck. I knew they were drinking. I go down there, their front door is locked. So I was like, I called her and I'm like, your front door is locked. I can't get in your house. And she's like, oh my God, are you serious? Holy shit. But the point is, if they weren't drunk all the time, this wouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's so frustrating. Me and my husband have only ate because of the food pantry while my knee replacement has been going on and my husband's in school. Oh, Shelby, thank God you've had that help. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My husband came home and made me miss everything. Oh, Tara, it's okay, honey. She was only 15 years old. Wow, that's insane. How's your son doing now with everything? He's awesome. In October, he will be clean and sober 9 years. Got a great job. He's working from home. He's doing awesome. He's got a girl. Hopefully he's going to propose to her soon. They're going to get married and make babies. Yeah. He's good though, Apple. Thanks for asking, honey. He should have had the do not disturb sign on the door. Sad. Married in the temple. We were taught the body is a temple. It was so sad. Yes, definitely he is. 180% Shelby. Aww. Yeah. Yep. You guys, I think I'm going to end this early tonight. I have got to go plant a bunch of stuff. I want to get it done now because it's going to be so damn hot tomorrow. Yeah. You guys, I'm so happy that you all came tonight. I appreciate it so much. Apple, girl, I'm so glad you're doing good and your boys are good. Shelby, I'm going to keep you in my prayers. For sure. I will agree with that too, Lindsay. I don't know a lot about the Mormon religion, but they're just really sweet, big sweethearts, so I do know that. Apple, you should come back and do videos. We miss you. You too, Miss Astrology, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to finish my yogurt. I'm going to go plant some stuff. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, let's see. Bye, Pat. Bye, Kim. Bye, Afton. Bye, Lindsay. Bye, Tara. Bye, Miss Astrology. Bye, Apple. Lindsay, Tara, Shelby, Ken. Oh my gosh. Oops. There went the mic. I almost knocked it off. You guys, my husband would have been so upset. That's an expensive mic. I don't know who I forgot, but I'm sure I forgot a bunch of people. But you guys, have an amazing week. Hopefully, I will get this stupid video posted this week now that my internet's working again. Aw, that was so nice of you, Jay Lizard. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. Going to Ocean City, Maryland for the week. Leaving. Oh, you're so lucky. I'm going to get in my car and drive to Ocean City really quick. I want to go to the beach. Have an amazing time. Oh my gosh, Renee, have a great time. Bye, guys. What am I doing?